welcome back. It's time to get into some player ratings after a match against Chelsea. So just before I get into the individual players, all I want to say is that we win as a team and we lose as a team, and I think that has been pretty apparent this season. It's not like we've always had one player who's won all our games for us or one player who's caused all our issues. It's always been a team effort. So starting off with Lloris, honestly, I don't like being too harsh, but I think I'm going to give like a 5.5. Just because the first goal was questionable in the sense that whether his positioning was good enough or did he position the wall good enough. It's debatable, I'm just throwing it out there. He could have had a yellow card, maybe would have been booked for a handball outside the box. That didn't happen, so again, just throwing it out there. Moving on to Toby Alderweireld, I will give him a 6. He gave the free kick away, which led to their first goal early on in the game. That kind of set the tone. We were always on the back foot after it. He got a yellow as well, so he had to be a little bit cautious throughout the whole game. Next up, Jan Vertonghen, I will give him a 6. Hard to pick out any obvious errors if he had any at all. Maybe just the fact that he could have provided a little bit more cover for Son, who was obviously played out of position. Apart from that, he had a very, very good cross for Dyer to have a very good headed chance, which obviously didn't go in. That was pretty good. And then moving on to Eric Dyer, again a 6, it's just an average. He had a good chance to head, I literally just mentioned this. He was at fault for their third. And then the next person I'll talk about is Kieran Trippier. I'll give him a 6. I was really surprised we didn't actually pass the ball to him enough times, in my opinion, on the right. Okay, then moving on to Heung-min Son, I'll have to give him a 5 just because of how this game turned out. It's obviously harsh in terms of how recent games have gone for him, but he was played out of position. He was forced to do something he's not used to doing, and he can't defend. Like, he can't knock that. I can't really blame him for that, but unfortunately he did give the penalty away, or he gave a reason for someone to award a penalty. Moving on to Dembele, I will give him a 7.5. He was my man of the match. Honestly, the way he controlled the ball was absolutely pure class. I was in awe for most of the time. I literally couldn't say anything. I was just watching him. It was brilliant. It was kind of out of this world. It was so amazing, honestly. He deserved, if anything, that would have deserved for us to win the game, because he was just so good. Next up is Wanyama. I will give him a 6. The game seemed to bypass him. They played a lot of long balls, especially behind Son, so he kind of didn't get an influence in the game. Moving on to our attacking players, I'll talk about Dele Alli first. I'll give him a 7. He was clearly targeted throughout the whole match. Their tactics were to get him riled up and maybe, you know, get a reaction from him. He was really good at keeping his cool. I'm really proud of him about that. And he scored a lovely goal on, honestly, that equaliser for the second equaliser, obviously. It was lovely. It was a beautiful finish. Eriksen, I'll give him a 7. He provided with 2 lovely assists, and he grew into the game after a slow start, but that's pretty much what you could say about the whole team. But yeah, the 2 assists were really vital, and it was nice to see him play, not necessarily at his best, but yeah. And then finally, Harry Kane, I'll give him a 7. He was also targeted a lot. He got fouled a lot. He showed great strength, and he held the ball up really well. He obviously scored our first equaliser, which was a lovely header. And then I won't actually go into details with the subs. I don't think they were on the pitch long enough, or they didn't see that much of the ball to merit them a rating. So that's pretty much it for my ratings. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Obviously, it was a bit harsh because we lost the game, but it seemed like overall it wasn't bad as a performance, but we still lost. So, you know, a few little issues in the system caused us the major problems. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here and you would like to see more Spurs related content. Hopefully I will see you in the future. Goodbye.